I am most honored to address the guests and participants in the Artkino Film Festival, and to announce that for the first time ever, the festival is awarding a prize for achievement in cinema technology. This first award, most appropriately, goes to Dr. Viktor Gregorievich Komara. I'd like to tell you how I first met Dr. Komara. When I was a student, I read about Sergei Eisenstein's idea for a new kind of motion picture, which he called varioscopic cinema. In conventional cinema, it is the shape and size of the screen that controls or dictates the composition of the images. He wanted to do just the reverse. He wanted the story of the film to control the shape and size of the screen. So, for example, if he were making, or a filmmaker were making a scene that was a close-up, the screen would be appropriately sized and shaped. If it was a vista, the screen would be like this. If there was something very high or very low, the screen would be adjustable in size and shape as the story needed. I thought that varioscopic cinema was a very interesting idea, but I couldn't see it. And then finally I saw it in Japan, where at the exposition in Osaka in 1970, the Soviet pavilion had a varioscopic cinema theater. And I was able to see finally what Eisenstein was talking about. There was another very interesting cinema in the Soviet pavilion, and that demonstrated 3D without glasses. I was aware that you could see 3D without glasses in Moscow, but I had never seen it myself and was delighted at how successful it was. Both of these breakthrough technologies had been developed by NICFI, and my greatest delight in visiting Expo 70 was to meet the head of NICFI and the genius, the inventor behind them, Dr. Viktor Komara. My colleagues and I had just invented another motion picture system, which we called IMAX, and we were premiering it at that same expo in Osaka. Dr. Komara saw it there and gave us great encouragement in our experiment. At that time, we had no experience with 3D, but NICFI was a leader in the field and had developed very advanced stereoscopic cameras. Dr. Komara very generously arranged to make those cameras available to the National Film Board of Canada, and that enabled us to undertake the experiments in 3D, which eventually led to IMAX 3D. And that has proven to be a very useful and popular innovation. For more than 40 years, my colleagues and I have benefited from Dr. Komara's friendship, advice, and collaboration. And we are delighted that he is the first recipient of the Artkino Award. Congratulations, Dr. Komara, and happy birthday.